welcome back. This is going to be the final viewer game. It's going to be another PvT as well. I believe he's using Nice Username's account actually, but it's not Nice Username. But it's going to be on. We get to decide a map. So what we decided was to find an island map which we didn't know any names of. So I thought maybe the best alternative was Neo Arkanoid, which by being blocked out of your opponent like 5 rocks deep, it's basically an island map.
Yeah, and it gives us the potential for a possibly really awful game where both players turtle up into something absurd. So if your popcorn's not done yet, don't wait till the end of the game to get it. It will be potentially cold, as these players will be isolated by giant rocks.
Yeah.
Multiple layers of giant rocks.
I'm not sure if either one of these guys will know it, to be honest. Like, Jesse's been a fan for a while, but sometimes people didn't watch Pro League because it was on at odd hours.
It was always on at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like a part with like that map pool had like Fighting Spirit too. Like, it was
they did a lot of
truly
weird ones.
Unique map pool for Pro League. So I could see it being missed by even diehard fans for the last few years. So it's gonna be fun when they try and like exit, and then it's just gonna be like, nope, gotta build carriers.
Yeah.
Hackers versus carriers.
Well, there you go.
Man.
Carriers versus BCs. The challenger is a Terran player.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Down with that.
Yeah. Of course, guys who are still at the venue or in Fremont, maybe you're attending tomorrow, we're also going to be meeting up for drinks and fun times at the Marriott that's near here. Around 7 or 8, just about. So you guys are welcome to come back, come down.
Come
and
party with us.
Yeah,
chill.
party with us. It's totally just opportunity to chill with us. I think maybe 1 or 2 of the players is going to come, maybe.
Damn.
Cat's the artist, man. He's got it.
That's quite a... Oh, that's Cats. Huh.
Yeah. We are into game. This is Neo. Oh, God. They do not know what this map is.
The coolest thing they added in Legacy of the Void was that they put the giant rocks on your minimap now, too. So it just looks really weird.
Beautiful. That is a good point.
There's so many rocks stacked against each other. It actually hurts your eyes if you stare at it for too long. So please be careful, viewers online.
Gosh.
This is Neo Arkanoid. And in the bottom right, I don't know his actual name. He's playing on Nice Username's account. He is our challenger. Evan? Evan. He's Evan.
Woo, Evan.
Noise.
And in the top left, as the TL Protoss, he is Ting Jesse.
So, Neo Arkanoid cross spawns. Can we just slowly pan through the direct path of rocks necessary to destroy?
Oh my God, I forgot they had hatcheries on this too.
Yeah. You cannot actually just take both bases because there is a neutral building hatchery.
The classic. So like
Tespa was very creative with their solutions for StarCraft's game design.
It was like
specialties.
1 part, creative, 2 parts stubbornness, funnily enough, because this is what they did on Brood War. They would have the minerals blocking the patches, which they also had maps that did that. They had Fighting Spirit even brought back because they wanted that so bad, and they just flipping love rocks, man.
This is happening.
Does he think that's his opponent?
No, I think he's basically realized that. I mean, eventually they all self-detonate after a certain point in time, but yeah, you got to kill him if you want to expand.
So this, Evan was it? Yeah, Evan actually said that he played about 6 months ago. He was Masters, so he might actually be that older school fan that, funnily enough, would know this map, but then maybe not what's happening currently in the meta, and that would be kind of funny. He did not have the same reaction that Jesse did to this map, and he is kind of taking this hatchery thing in stride.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just build it next to it. That's the best part of playing Terran, is it doesn't matter if you tell me I can't expand. I can still build command centers, and eventually you'll get the Marines and kill it and expand. So no harm, no foul. He's going to immediately get to work on that. I think Jesse had like a probe. That's going to take a while. That's going to take you a little time, Jesse. Maybe building a Zealot would have worked a bit better. I like Jesse's solution to this, though. The 1 base, Forge, Stargate, robotics facility build.
Classic. This is
yeah, right. You're right. You are super correct. Classic did this every single game he played on this map. I think he went. What did he do? Like the Phoenix DT, Roddy Bill. He blinked DT to cross the rocks.
See, what happened, okay, this is super awkward. What happened was this was back when Pro League was just all Terran, so like they had to implement that rule, right? No, did they never implement that rule and that's why it was all Terran? God, this is going back like 3 or 4 years, guys. Like, it was just, I remember Fantasy played on this map so often, and there'd just be drops versus drops, drops on drops everywhere.
Yeah, well, Terran's the best. I mean, if you're talking about island maps, like Terran's the best race just because you can move your normal army around very easily. He's cannon rushing.
He's cannon rushing his hatchery.
The partially built hatchery.
You know.
He could have built like 2 zealots by now instead of a forge, but it's okay. We love Jesse.
Yeah, I fear what Kespa would have done if they knew about air blockers back then, because they may have just entirely kept this just sanctioned off from everyone.
That'd be really weird.
Yeah, I don't think air blockers weren't even like a thing until Merry-Go-Round, I think. Like, I don't think anyone tried to experiment with them beforehand.
Nobody really used them that much until we had Merry-Go-Round.
And then that wasn't actually used as opposed to make the map smaller overall, so... They, they don't know where they spawn.
Oh, so he Oracle rushed the wrong base. Okay.
Yeah, but it has so much energy now, though. So
yeah, it'll have more energy to kill workers.
And
in a weird way, if he catches him off guard, it will actually work better than it would have possibly done in the first place, because that turret is only covering half the mineral line. If he holds positions on top of the refinery, he's got half the mineral line cut off.
I really think that this... Like, Evan's doing a really neat job here. I mean, he went for the Command Center first build. He's got a missile turret already ready to go because he realized what the map was. There's got to be a Stargate. There's got to be an Oracle. It's a little weirdly positioned, like maybe like an homage to Alive.
Yeah, the turret could have been a little bit tighter, but otherwise everything looks pretty Gucci in this game so far. Just needs to get the starport up, get the medevacs out, and start rocking and rolling. Question is, what is Jesse going to do after this? He got +1 attack, and in my brain I thought the Stargate was not just for the Oracle, but also like just, you know, go straight to carriers or something off 3 bases. But he's not doing that either. And we haven't seen him use the warp prism or the robotics facility yet at all.
That's true.
So
I wonder why he got
I'm a bit confused. I think we did a great job in picking a map that would mess with Jesse.
Yeah, we did. Maybe he thought that he would Widowmine drop because of, you know, it's rocks. I have no idea. But I mean, of course, Revelation still works for that too. Now he's using the warp prism so he can expand. I mean, really, like, you can just take like a hidden base here, and I don't think they're ever gonna check. It's gonna take so long. Maybe Evan will actually send a medevac around, but he's got an actually nice build here coming along. His medevacs are on the way. His +1's finishing up. His combat shield to be done by then.
Yeah, the Oracle's still able to get a little bit of poking in here and there, just because. He's just what? Wait. He canceled building a stasis ward?
I thought you had to literally cancel it.
You can do that? Well, apparently he did. And
yeah.
you don't get the energy back.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think moving cancels it, does it?
No, I don't know how he did that.
Sure.
How did he? You have to actually go out of your way to screw that up. It's actually not easy to make that mistake. So.
I'm not.
Oh yeah, the rocks all have timers too. I don't think we mentioned that. At some point, those rocks, at what it probably be like the 12-minute mark then. Those rocks will all blow up on their own.
Maybe. Yeah.
All of the rocks do eventually just self-detonate.
This was also back when it was the other timer, so like it was
the
probably
old
like
clock.
It was probably a nice round number back then, but
yeah, it was probably like
come on.
15 minutes or something.
Oh
Rip.
no.
There's like this map is so huge. There's only one place you could have sent a warp prism to lose it. Oh
so
god. That happened too.
Yeah, and just like he even like went into like a concave instead of just going right to the middle too. Like there was just no reason.
I mean, Ting Jesse's doing my favorite composition, the Oracle Immortal build. It's really bad. I don't know. I can't spin this.
I was like, it's not quite the 2 worst Protoss units in the world, but I mean, the Immortals can be kind of tricky.
I like these when stasis wards.
It's an amazing idea. You put them right behind the rocks, and maybe it buys you even more time.
Is his goal to like chain so many stasis wards that by the time he reaches his base, like
it might have been, but he had to figure out which way he was coming, and it's not quite working.
Well,
you know.
The rocks are getting bust open. He doesn't have that's it.
His production is safe from non-projectile units, which luckily Terran has.
Yeah, in case he sent a Ling run by, he would have been able to block it, but Jesse just doesn't have enough to deal with ranged units right now.
Please set that off.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, it happened.
I don't know if that did it yet though. Oh, there's the oracles. Okay, the Immortal Oracle composition finally coming into fruition as he begins to laser beam down upon these forces. The Adept and he forces the pickup.
That was perfect. I see where he was going. That was. Evan is getting his 3rd base. It looks like right now as the hatcheries are I think are all dying about now, and there's not really a fast reinforcement for anyone on this map.
Rifkin, our observer, seems a bit triggered.
A little bit. So it looks like Jesse will survive, but I fear that he hasn't really... Like, he hasn't actually used 3 bases.
He could have had at least 2 carriers out by now if he had just rushed carriers. We picked this map so they would do something dumb.
I know, right? It's not just that carriers like go over the rocks. Is that there's actually a lot of like pillars they can literally just sit over.
Yeah, you could just put your carriers into a place where they cannot actually be shot at.
It's true.
This map would have been great for Liberators.
Did he not already have this? No, but he's getting 2 Twilight Councils. So he's making up for lost time.
What?
You can get Blink and Rizzling Glaives. This is actually one of the least like worst, as in best. It's probably one of the best double tech structures I've ever seen, as opposed to like a double Baneling Nest. So
yeah, I guess. I don't know what to say.
I feel like this is just.
He's trying to build another Stasis Ward though.
He's
looking
work,
for the
man.
cash money
It's
play. He's gonna freeze a Marine. Marine.
He's a back
wow,
there.
okay.
There we go. Yeah, the Stasis traps are working.
Is he
man.
Is he trolling us?
No, I think look at Jesse. He's so on it, man.
He's got a Depths, he's got Immortals. I mean, if you only ever fight half the Terran army at a time, then theoretically this could maybe work.
Yeah,
I mean, really,
his Adepts are going to be so much better with Resonating Glaives. And there, the double Twilight Council is used.
The Blink
I think it was
Resonating
on
Glaives strategy. I think I saw Neeb tell me he was going to use that against Gloomy House, so that's fair.
That's true.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah. Well, looks like Jesse survived. Again, it's really difficult to cross the map.
I'm really impressed that first Bio Ball did not just move flatten him.
Yeah. Well, you know, Stasis traps help for sure.
Can we just get a... Why is he building another Robo? Where's the fleet beacon? Give the people what they want.
I don't know, man. He's not comfortable with Stargate play, I guess.
He only builds Stargates so that he can use Stasis Swords.
I really feel like this is a very good game to show people who don't quite understand what it's like to give pro gamers a new map pool all of a sudden, and they're like, it can't be that bad, right? Jesse just cannot fathom Arkanoid
He had a pretty solid flow in the last game.
Yeah, he did. He knew what he was doing on Fruitland. That was an easy enough map, but then this one, it's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of double things going on.
Well, you know what they say about throwing Protoss players new challenges. Zombie Grub can be a bit difficult.
I actually don't know where you're going with this one.
Sorry, I was just taking a jab. That's all.
Oh, okay. I thought that might have been a running joke that I missed out on. This looks to be the Bioball to end it all.
I mean, that one pylon powering about half his structures certainly didn't help.
Good pylon. Well, before it was detected by a stasis trap. So.
Well, now I just need a stasis ward to cover his whole army and then time the detonation of the disruptor with it to kill everything.
I fear this might be it. Evan now has 3 bases. He's got 2-2. I mean, his build is actually pretty good.
There's that Prism. Full of units.
Came back. GG.
Well, today we learned Jesse from Ting is not very good on Neo Arkanoid if you ever have to play him in a money match or for your life. Pick that map.
Yeah, I think so. I think I just gave too good of a tip to Rifkin for the later best of 3, whatever's going down here. Yeah. So, yeah, I actually don't know what the rules were. I don't think they had to win to receive something. But it's cool if you win. You know?
It's cool that you win. Winning always feels good.
Yeah, that's true. But that was a good showing. And, of course, thanks to Jesse being a good sport. I guess tomorrow is going to be the epic rematch of Jesse versus Rifkin.
Jesse versus Rifkin.
Amazing, I'm sure. I'm sure then we'll see Battlecruisers, at least.
I gave Rifkin a lot of replays to prepare for this.
Yes, yeah. Studying the old Nate replays. Well, that's going to be it for us, finally, for the stream. The real legit end. Of course, tomorrow we're coming back at the same time as today when we started. It's going to be the best of 5 third place and then the best of 9 finals.
The final.
So potentially a lot of games tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. We still have other stuff planned for the live audience as well. Just tons of fun. If you're not already here, for today, definitely come by tomorrow.
Just apparate on over. No big deal.
Yeah, great Harry Potter. Yeah, exactly. But and if you're around the area, but you just went and got food or something like that, but you're listening, that's awesome. But also don't forget that we're going to be hanging out at the Marriott later tonight, the one that's right near the Corsair headquarters. So around 7 or 8, so you can hang out and chill with other StarCraft fans. It'll be fun, trust me. So that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.